Okay, welcome to part 2 of the lesson, Search Engine Journaling. So, I took Nadia's entry and I tried to boil it down to a sentence, and I looked at the components of the sentence. It seemed to be about creative writing, being characters, that's what we'll call it for now, creative process, and psychospiritual growth. I took a look at the 4 components. I analyzed them. Now, the first one, creative writing, that struck me as very clear. It'd be easy for me to Google creative writing and come up with synonyms. I don't think I'll have any problems with getting from Google text about creative writing. The same thing with creative process and psychospiritual growth. Now, being characters, this idea, and what Nadia put it was being characters, living the lives of her characters, pondering those decisions. That is the biggest challenge here. It's ambiguous. It's hard to unambiguously put into words, into just a few words, and have it clear just one meaning. So this is the one with the biggest challenge. I came up with some words related to each of the 4 components. And then I did a search query. I put an awful lot of these words because this is the challenging one, because my guess is this is going to be the hardest one for Google to understand. I know I'm personifying Google, to understand what I mean, and these are going to be simple. So notice I put a lot of those. So these are the creative writing words, a lot of being characters words, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, just a few creative process and psychospiritual growth words. Now, so here we go. I'm just going to copy, put this into Google. And so I took a look at the results, and like Nadia, I didn't come up with something that was exactly what I was looking for. But I'm not just going to I'm going to try to learn something from this. My goal is to see, of the 4 components, the 4 subjects, which ones are represented in these searches. Education, humanities and higher education, language learning, rise of creative writing, Bachelor of Arts. What I'm sensing here is, let me just go back to this, that the creative writing was a bit more represented than the psychospiritual growth. And then the being characters idea was not found at all. And my understanding, what I conclude is that being characters, what we're calling being characters, what Nadia calls kind of entering into the consciousness of her characters in fiction, is giving off a very faint signal. The signals from the other subjects are drowning out this subject. So the strategy I've decided to use, because these subjects are drowning out this subject, I am going to just search for this subject and see if I get a clear signal on this subject. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to mine my results for words that help me to add to these related keywords to get that signal louder, clearer. So here's the query that I decided I'm going to use these words here in my next query. I added a few lost and pretend. 2 of these words I thought made sense to add to creative writing and author. And that's my new query, with the goal of coming up with search results that hopefully will get closer to just this faint component. So I'm just going to take this, put it here, hit search, and in the next segment I'm going to take a look at our results.